Columbia, Tennessee is just the right distance outside of Nashville to where it's starting to grow up a little bit as development spreads out from Nashville, but it's far enough out to where it still has that small town feel. It still has its own identity. It hasn't just kind of been grown into completely like Franklin has from Nashville. So you kind of get a little bit of the best of both worlds, where you get some of that suburb feel with the new developments that some people are looking for, but then you also get that small town feel where it's really a lot less crowded, and you also get the kind of historic downtown area that some other people are looking for. So you kind of get to combine both of those things. And we're in downtown. First of all, I just got done eating breakfast at Puckett's, which is a restaurant right on the square. And then I stopped by Muletown Coffee right after that, grabbed a cup of coffee. So I was hanging out downtown on the square for about an hour this morning. And I can say it's a really, really nice place to hang out. It's just got a nice, relaxing feel, but at the same time, it was super busy. I mean, a Tuesday morning, and there were tons of people out there. So you kind of just get that nice small town vibe where you kind of just want to sit there, enjoy a cup of coffee, and read a book and just hang out. So I really enjoyed that. It's a really, really nice town square, and it spreads out a couple blocks in every direction from that. So there are tons of boutique shops, coffee shops, restaurants, really a lot of stuff to do in this downtown area. And then what you have is you have some new developments a little bit further out from downtown. So later in the video, I'm gonna take you, we're gonna look around one of those brand new master plan communities, take a look at what that has to offer, what you can get for your money for a new home out there. So that'll be later on in the video. But just to give you a little context, Columbia sits about an hour south of downtown Nashville. So if you're gonna be commuting to Nashville for work, it's a pretty long commute, about an hour, probably gonna be a little more than that with traffic. But it also sits about 40 minutes south from Franklin, and then halfway between Franklin and Columbia is Spring Hill. And Spring Hill is truly a suburb type feel with a ton of new development and just that new suburb feel. And then Franklin is one of the most expensive markets in all of Tennessee, actually the most expensive market. And so what you get with Franklin is a ton of really great shopping, nice restaurants, and that's 40 minutes away from right here in Columbia. So that just kind of gives you an idea, an hour from the city, 40 minutes from where Franklin is, and then about 20 minutes from where Spring Hill is. Spring Hill has a ton of the new development. So what you have access to right here in Columbia is this really nice little downtown. You have your grocery stores, you have your big box stores like Lowe's and Walmart. And then to get to Spring Hill, which is where the new development is, about 20 minutes away, with a bunch more shopping as far as the big department stores. And then about 40 minutes to get to Franklin, where they have some of the best shopping in the state, just everything that you could possibly need. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Forrest McCullough. I'm a real estate agent here in Tennessee, and we make these videos just to help you learn what it's like to live in Tennessee. So if you want to keep track of everything going on in Tennessee, keep track of the current real estate market, tap the subscribe button, hit the bell for notification, so you'll be the first to learn all about everything going on in Tennessee. If you are thinking about making that move to Tennessee and you want a real estate team that's going to have your back through the process, feel free to shoot us a text, give us a call, or send us an email. We'd love to connect with you. All our contact information is in the description below. Make sure you write it down, save it for when you need it, or go ahead and reach out to us now. You know, we get calls every single day from people just like you, and we'd love to connect with you as well. Whether you're thinking about making a move next week or next year, we'd love to connect. So right out from downtown, you get into these historic neighborhoods, and I'll try to give you just a little bit of a picture for what Columbia is like right now it's right at the end of 2023, and maybe what it's gonna be like over the coming years, the coming decade. So right now, you get right outside of downtown, you know, we're about half a mile out, and you get these beautiful historic homes that sit on, you know, nice large lots. They're well kept up. They are, you know, most of them are renovated. The neighborhoods are well kept up. And this is typical of a lot of small, older towns. You get these really nice, well kept up historic areas. So this is on one side of town. You kind of go to the other directions out from downtown, and what you're gonna find is the older neighborhoods that have not been well kept up, that the homes are not as, many of the homes are not renovated, and that's very typical of a lot of small towns in Tennessee. So what you've seen in the development spreading out from Nashville, take Franklin again, for example. It's a very expensive area now. Everything that was older has been renovated for the most part. So what is likely going to happen, and what we are seeing to start to happen as development spreads down towards Columbia, you get more money coming in, you get more of these areas that are becoming more expensive. And what you might expect to see over the next several years is some of the other areas around that historically had not been as well kept up as like this neighborhood, for example, start to get more homes that are renovated. But just to give you an idea, in these neighborhoods, you can find homes under 300,000, but it's a little bit more difficult in this section. So for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, you're gonna be paying close to 300,000, a little bit under probably. But you get over into some of the other areas around downtown, and you can actually get a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom for under 200,000. So there are a couple listed actually for around 160 to 170 right now, which is unheard of as you get closer to Nashville. So you still have that opportunity to come down here and get something that is much more affordable than anything you would ever find closer to Nashville. So the question is, over the next several years, what's gonna happen to those areas? Are they gonna become more gentrified to where everything is 300, 400,000 plus, even for those small starter homes? So really interested to see. We've already seen land start to get much more expensive. Right here in this neighborhood, there are a couple lots for sale that are around 200,000 just for a quarter to a third of an acre. So seeing land start to get expensive, but just keep in mind right now, it is much more affordable than the areas closer to Nashville. But as you see people start to move in, then the land prices and the home prices do start to climb up typically. So that's likely what we'll see over the next several years here in Columbia as well. So this is Maury County Park, and you've got a bunch of different stuff here. It's really a very pretty area with all these huge trees, all this open space, and it goes up to the top of this hill here. This is the closest thing that there is to a mountain in Columbia. This is probably one of the highest points. You get up there and you can actually see out over the city. So that's really cool. You've got all these nice old trees. By the way, it's the beginning of December and it's 60 degrees and sunny out here. The average temperature for December is like mid 50s, so a little bit above average today, but 60 degrees and sunny, hard to beat in December. You've got playgrounds, you've got the walking trails, you've got a really big dog park out here. And then you also have, right back here is the Maury County High School. The schools in Columbia, you have the Maury County High School here, and then you have a few different elementary schools and middle schools that feed in to this high school here. As far as the ratings, if you look on greatschools.org, what you're gonna find is anywhere from 3 out of 10 to about 6 out of 10. The high school is rated 6 out of 10, some of the elementary schools as low as 3 out of 10. So that's what you can expect as far as the school ratings for Columbia. Now there is a really large private school just down the street from here called Columbia Academy, and it sits right in the historic neighborhoods where I was showing you with those really pretty old historic homes, really close to downtown. So that is Columbia Academy, sits just right down the street from here. So if you want the private option, you do have access to that as well. All right, I said I was gonna show you around one new community. I'm actually gonna show you two. This first one is the Ridge at Carter Station. All the homes being built in here right now are by Richmond American Homes. And I think there's actually gonna be another builder that is gonna start building pretty soon in the future. But I'm gonna take you in both of these model homes real quick and help you just kind of figure out what you could get for your money. So both of these homes are gonna start in the mid 400,000s. I was talking with the sales rep just a minute ago. What he's finding is most people, once they choose their options, are ending up in the mid 500,000s for these homes. So let's hop inside and just take a look at what this looks like, the way that it's optioned. And keep in mind, you know, on these model homes, they typically option them with everything, so they're really nice. So just because you know, you're starting in the mid 400,000s, if this is the style you're looking at, like I said, you're going to end up in the mid 500,000s. There are a few different things that go into the price as well. You know, you could add a lot cost depending on what your lot looks like. If it's nice and private like this, it could add a significant amount of cost. And then, of course, all the upgrades. But you're going to get the nice open floor plan, beautiful kitchen, completely open to the living room. You get your 2-car garage that's right off over here. And then you have this front space, which is set up as a bedroom right now. You know, you could use that as an office. I'm sure that would work well for that. You have the guest bathroom right here. And then upstairs, you're going to have the rest of the bedrooms, including the primary suite. So the primary suite is upstairs in both of these homes, but you have this nice den, nice sitting area upstairs. Come in and you got your primary suite right off of here. Good size and good size bathroom as well. Again, the finishes in these model homes are just absolutely beautiful. And this is what you can get in Columbia for your money. So you get a nice 4-bedroom home with these nice finishes, and you're going to be in the mid 500,000s. The laundry room is up here as well. So you got the primary suite and then the 3 other bedrooms that share this other bathroom. So that's kind of what you're looking at. By the way, this one has a nice big walk-in closet with it. So even for a secondary bedroom, you get a really big closet. But this one is one of the models. We'll hop over and take a look at that other one as well. So next model home over here going to be similar with 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage. And again, this one is going to be a similar starting price in the low to mid 400,000s. And then, of course, as this one's optioned, would be in the mid 500,000s. So you have an office right in the front of the home, and then you're going to open up into this large living room. You got your completely open floor plan with a kitchen, massive kitchen back here, huge island, and then you have a dedicated dining area right back here as well. Again, keep in mind for these communities, the lot can add extra cost. So if you have privacy in the back, that's going to add extra cost on top of what you'd be paying, you know, if you're just going to be looking at another home right behind you. So keep that in mind as well. But this really nice open floor plan, you have your guest bathroom, powder room right there. And then upstairs, you're going to have all of the bedrooms. Now, another thing about this community, as I mentioned, as Columbia starts to get developed, you get these nice new communities where you can get brand new homes and kind of get that new suburb feel with the convenience to shopping, restaurants. You know, you have communities with pools and fitness centers and everything. So where a lot of those communities are being built, including this one, is actually closer to Nashville than downtown Columbia is. So this is about 10 to 15 minutes north of downtown Columbia. So that actually puts you a little bit closer to Nashville. So this is a great location where you can be close to downtown Columbia, but you're also a little bit closer to Nashville and Franklin, you know, if you're going to be commuting to those areas for work or if you just want to be close to them. But again, this one has this nice open sitting room. It's going to have the bathroom right here that's shared by all these bedrooms. So you got your secondary bedrooms sharing this one bathroom. And then you're going to have your primary suite over here, which is really nice size. You got your primary bathroom, huge walk-in closet, and then You got this little section right here, kind of unique. You don't typically see this. I guess this is just kind of the area where you'd hang your towels and walk into the shower through this direction. I kind of like it. It kind of gets the towel rack out of the way from the middle of the walkway here. So that's kind of cool. But that is kind of what you can expect. Richmond American Homes is the one building in this neighborhood right now. So if you're looking for that 4-bedroom with price range anywhere from mid 400s up from there, then that's what you're going to find in here. Talking to them, what they found is that some people are looking for larger lots. Some people are okay with having the smaller lots. So as you go through the process, that's something that you need to keep in mind. What kind of lot do you want to have? What kind of floor plan do you want to have? And then what kind of finishes do you want to have? So a lot of stuff that goes into these new homes, but the great thing about it is you have so many options from the lot, the floor plan to the finishes. Really provides a lot of options so you can customize it and make it exactly what fits your family. So this community here is called Carter Station. The one we were just at is the Ridge at Carter Station. This is Carter Station. This one has a pool. It's got walking trails. It has playgrounds. And I was just up there at the model home that is just up the street here. And they have 2 builders in here, Pulte Homes and Syntex. And they are building a ton of homes in here. There are tons and tons of options. There's a bunch of room for development back here. So if you're looking for a neighborhood like this, there are tons of options in here as well as that other one. These homes are going to start in the upper 300,000s, and you can actually get a 1,700 square foot 2-level home for under 400,000 in here, which is incredible. And just like I've been talking about, the cost of homes is so much less down here in Columbia than it is just 30 minutes up in Franklin. But, you have all these amenities in here. You get a home, 1,700 square feet, 2-level, under 400,000. If you are thinking about buying a home in one of these type of communities, it's important that you reach out to an agent with connections and understands how the new home buying process works. So if you want a team that's going to have your back through that process, feel free to shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email. We'd love to walk through that with you and guide you along through that. As I mentioned, there are lot options, there are floor plan options, there are the different finishes that you have to select. And so there's a lot that goes into it. So having a team that understands that process that can help walk you through that is extremely important. Our contact information is in the description below. It'll be on the screen here as well. So make sure you write that down or go ahead and reach out to us right now if you want to. Hopefully this video has helped you learn a little bit about what Columbia, Tennessee is all about. Got that great downtown area. It's got those historic neighborhoods close to downtown, the park, and then of course the proximity to Spring Hill. Actually these new developments where I am now are just a few minutes away from Spring Hill, which Spring Hill has some new shopping developments, restaurants. So if you want to be close to all those new developments, getting on this side of Columbia, you got the great cost of living, home prices so much lower than they are just up in even Spring Hill, honestly. So a lot of great things about Columbia. There are some cons that go along with it, such as you're a lot further away from Nashville. But if you're not too worried about commuting, or if you don't need a commute, then it could be a great option. If you are thinking about making that move to Tennessee and you want a real estate team that's going to have your back through the process, feel free to shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email. We'd love to connect. All our contact information is in the description below, so make sure you save that. Other than that, I will see you on the next video.